So let's go from de Lubac now. We got the Ratzinger and Balthasar connection. And if I get it right, you end up writing your doctoral paper on Balthasar, on his ecclesiology, but under the direction of Joseph Ratzinger. And that was at the suggestion of Henri de Lubac.
What happened was...
Is that right?
After my second year of theology in France, and as I was contemplating doing a doctorate, my superiors asked me to do that. And I asked Father de Lubac, I said, well, what we suggest I write on? He said, Hans Urs von Balthasar, the greatest theologian of our time and perhaps all time. And he was a very measured man.
He, de Lubac now is...
De Lubac, yeah.
Right.
For him to say something like that, well, okay, that's good. Well, where should I do it? Well, there's a fine young theologian in Regensburg, Professor Ratzinger. We're friends. I'll write him on your behalf. Because Ratzinger was overwhelmed with people wanting to study under him, But de Lubac wrote on my behalf, and then Ratzinger accepted me as a student. So I went to Regensburg and was taking classes in I was in seminars with Ratzinger in his classes, and then he was my doctoral father.
Take me to the first time you meet Ratzinger. What was that like?
I don't remember.
No, but you're in Regensburg and you have an appointment with he's young at that time. He would have been only
40s.
What, 40 something,
Yeah,
right?
something like that, yeah.
So you meet what was your first impression of Ratzinger?
I don't remember my first impression, but I remember my impression.
Your second impression.
I mean, he's a public figure, so everybody knows now what he's really like, who wants to know. And that was just wonderful, warm, gentle, friendly, good sense of humor. I have a friend who was with me there as doctoral student, Father Vincent Toomey, who was an Irish priest, wonderful Irish priest. And he had been with Rahner the year before in a graduate seminar. And he said, the Hauptseminar, where you got 8 or 10 or 12 of the graduate students, and one makes their presentation, and then they discuss things and so on. He said, well, in Rahner's seminar, a student made a presentation, and for the rest of the 2 hours, Rahner would talk. With Ratzinger, because we were there together, a presentation would be made. He'd say nothing except he'd ask people, what do you think? What do you think? Especially a lot of students who weren't naturally German speaking, like myself. My German was terrible. So he'd go, Fessio, was denkst du, was denken Sie? And so he made us all talk. He listened. At the end, he'd kind of lean back and in 2 or 3 long German sentences summarize the whole 2 hours, just putting things in the right proportion, the right emphasis. It was like a symphony, just the grand finale of a symphony that he produced there. It was phenomenal. His ability to listen, to grasp what everyone was saying, and to kind of weigh it all and put it together. It was really beautiful, wonderful experience, which, by the way, when John Paul II asked him to oversee the catechism, that's perfect, He's the perfect man to be able to bring not only all the teachings of the Catholic Church together in one place, but to organize it in a way that gives everything its hierarchical value. It's beautifully done.